to Caravan Escapades. Well, we're still away in Cornwall and it is another bit of a wet and grey day, although it is brightening up. We kind of got up this morning, chugging it down with rain, so we had a little bit of a lazy morning, and then what we've done is we've decided to jump in the car and we're heading over to St Ives. It's actually about 60 miles away from Lou, but it's somewhere Claire's been a few times as a child with her family. And we did pop in there once when we were here last time, so we thought, why not, why don't we go and have an afternoon in St Ives. So that's where we're off to St Ives. We'll vlog while we're there and give you an update on what we get up to. So thanks very much for watching and we'll see you in a bit. We've made it to St Ives. Not a bad trip down, nice and steady, probably about an hour and a half, something like that. Probably made the right choice looking at the weather. I think it's still overcast and raining in Lou, so we're here now. We've come to the top car park. Advice on some of the Facebook pages was come to the top car park where the leisure centre is and either walk down into the town or catch the bus. So this is where we are now. Claire and Darcy May are just getting sorted and we're about to go down. So not a bad place to come to, as you can see. We're up here. So we'll bring you some more in a bit. So just a bit of a heads up, depending on your mobility, we've decided to walk down from the top car park, and it is quite steep in places. You probably can't really see on the camera, but it is steep, so it might be worth considering the bus. There is buses outside the car park to take you down to the bottom. We may well consider it on the way back, but it does kind of flatten out a bit in places, but then it will be steep again. So that's just in case you were thinking of walking down from the car park. So we're just walking down now into St Ives. It does seem to be split into kind of a couple of areas. You've got the harbour area and then kind of like the town centre with the shops, that sort of thing. So we are just heading down towards the harbour. So we'll keep you updated. So we're walking down this way. This is actually kind of taking us to the beach where the harbour was off to the left. So I kind of think you get to the beach and then you can kind of walk along the beach. But it says sort of 10 minutes walk from the middle of town. How true that is, I'm not sure. Just a little crossroads we've come to, showing you some of the St Ives lanes. So I think we've made the right choice coming to St Ives today. Obviously it was wet and windy in Lou. Weather in St Ives seems to be a lot better. So as you can see, absolutely stunning. So we're going to take a walk along to the harbour now. But yeah, glad we decided to come to St Ives. We've just come across these, just on the beach where people are making all these stone piles. If you can see, there's all sorts of different ones here. Sorry? Stone sculptures. Seeing how they can all be balanced on top. Some down there, right down there, I don't know where you can see those. That's quite interesting, I've not seen that before. So we're just kind of coming into the harbour area of St Ives. One side we've got the lifeboat station, all the gifts closed at the moment, but there's a big offshore lifeboat there. We did see them launch that last time we were there. I think it was just for a training exercise. And then we kind of sweep round. We did get fish and chips at Harbour Fish and Chips last time. They were very good. Okay, well we're going to try something slightly different for lunch. We're walking along the St Ives seafront and we've noticed this restaurant called Taute, which is basically a Thai tapas restaurant. Claire and I certainly enjoy our Thai food. We do try different Thai restaurants when we can, so this one looked quite nice. Unfortunately we've not been able to get a table next to the window, but as you can see it's got a great view, so we'll let you know how we get on. So our food's arrived, various different bits of Thai food. I can't remember what half of it is, to be fair. We've got sticky rice in here.
Sticky rice.
There's Daddy's sticky rice.
Mutton and beef curry.
That's beef curry.
Jasmine rice.
vegetable spring rolls, pork, ball skewers and cashew nut, chicken and stir fry.
So we'll give it a go. Well, did we enjoy that food? I think that tells a story. Yeah, if you're definitely over this way St Ives and you fancy something different, it's called Tao Tai or Tao Tai. Fantastic restaurant. Food was absolutely delicious. Certainly if you like Thai, there's a menu there. So Tao Tai, give that a go, definitely. So we're going to get my mask on and then we'll start heading out. So a quick sweep of the restaurant. Great views, especially if you can get by the drinks. So yeah, that was us. Tao Tai, great restaurant, great food, certainly thoroughly enjoyed. So Tao Tai just above the ice cream, St Ives ice cream, next to the Lifeboat pub. So we're a little bit further down on the seafront or harbour front, whichever you want to call it. We've wandered down. Darcy May's just had a glitter tattoo, so I've just stood around while she's had that done. And I've gone in and got the obligatory fridge magnet. One of the rules at work is that whenever you go, whoever it is, you always bring a fridge magnet back. So we've got quite a large collection of fridge magnets, so I brought a fridge magnet coming here. So we'll come back to you shortly. So we're just a bit further down, around the corner. It really is turned out to be a glorious afternoon. Trouble is we're probably not dressed for it because we're expecting the worst. We've got kind of walking boots, walking trousers and hoodies on. But we're here, the sun's shining, so we'll make the most of it. So here we are stood on one of the smaller beaches in St Ives Harbour. It's kind of at the far end of the harbour, just in the corner of the seawall there. Quite sandy, obviously when the tide's out the beach is a lot bigger. But not bad at all. Plenty going on, lots of people about. Just taking a bit of a wander down this way.
Yeah, loads of that.
So we'll just walk up here, which kind of brings you out to the side of the harbour. St Ives Museum to your left. And then I kind of guess it's a promenade or something along those lines. But cars coming out this way. So this is Smeaton's Pier down there. So Smeaton's Pier down towards the end. I'm guessing that's car parking down there. Yeah, it must be. So that's car parking down there. And then we can wander down this way. See the sea. There's some St Museum up there, smaller beach here. Lots of people on the rocks doing various things, a bit of paddle boarding. And then off down this way. Yeah, there's a little drone up there. There you can see the drone. So, turning out to be a very pleasant afternoon. Started off very wet and windy and horrible this morning over in Loo, and it's nice and sunny and warm down in St Ives. So we've got somebody come to join me, one of those pesky seagulls. Quite brave. Looking for the next ice cream to pinch. Is he off? No. So what you might not be aware of, and we've just found out, is that the Invisible Man is actually stopping in St Ives at the moment. Here you go. I'm going to have a bit of a photo with him. So there's the Invisible Man. How are we doing today? You all right? Good, yeah. So no, he's here. He's stopping at St Ives.
And it's not, and the hat is not at St Ives.
So there he is, the full Invisible Man, holidaying at St Ives. So I'll just put my arm around him again. So there's my arm around the Invisible Man. Just one of the little passageways with the cottages on down towards the harbour, very picturesque. Most of the properties around here do seem to be holiday rentals.
It's got a shower outside, look. We didn't even see. Here, look.
Oh yeah, sorry, Claire's just spotted the shower there. So you can, if you've been in the sea covered in sand, you can shower off. It's Saturday here in St Ives, and what must be happening, I guess it's changeover day with the holiday rentals. So Saturday to Saturday, a lot have left this morning, then you've got the new arrivals just sort of turning up, because there's a lot of people wandering around in cars looking for flats, looking for houses, that sort of stuff. Not sure where they are, but again there's a couple of little cracking places here. Olive's Cafe and Sharon Jewellery and Metalwork.
Seagull jail.
And the naughty Seagull Jail, found guilty of stealing chips at Portmare Beach. So that's the Seagull Jail.
I'm stealing ice cream.
Yeah, come on then.
So we've got lots of these little streets with these little cottages, which are obviously majority now holiday homes, but I guess in days gone by they were fishermen's cottages, that sort of thing. But it's a very picturesque, very beautiful little places, St Ives. So we're just going to take a wander up to the top here, far end of St Ives Harbour. It's a little bit windy, so I don't know how well you can hear me, but I think this is a HM Coast Guard kind of lookout point. So this is one of those places where they keep a watch on shipping and that sort of thing. So we'll take a wander up here and see what we can see. So yeah, we're up at the top now. This is part of the National Coast Watch Institution. This is the St Ives Watch Station, so basically keeping eyes along the coast. I believe it's a voluntary service. I'm not 100% sure, but certainly I've come across these on our travels around the coast previously. You can see why they pinpointed this is a watch station. Amazing views. This is just off to the right, and if I kind of wander up this way, right way across there, loads to see. Now looking here, I could be wrong, and maybe we need to find out if there's any board or anything, but this looks to me like some sort of fortification, whether a gun emplacement, whether it was a cannon, whether it's something from World War II. Could be wrong, but it certainly looks along those lines as though some sort of form of gun emplacement of some description, or certainly some sort of fortification. Obviously you can see from, if you place some artillery of some description here, covered right across the coastline, protecting this whole bay. Probably can't hear very much now. I suspect it's probably quite windy. If we look down there along the coast walk and the coast path, how wonderfully emeraldy is the water at the moment. Just reading here, obviously found out a little bit more about the National Coast Watch. The aim of the National Coast Watch Institution is to safeguard lives of every coastal user by watching over vulnerable craft and all coastal activities. They monitor local weather conditions and provide information for mariners, fishermen, walkers and other users of the sea and coast. The NCI assists HM Coast Guard and the RNLI and all emergency services included in search and rescue. What I didn't realise was during the 1990s, Her Majesty's Coast Guard was withdrawn from all coastal watch stations. Following the drowning of 2 fishermen within view of a local lookout, the National Coast Watch Institution was formed in 1994. Established as a charity, its sole purpose is the reinstatement and operation of Coastal Watch. So it's all run by volunteers. This station is kind of manned by at least 50 volunteers from all walks of life, certainly during daylight hours, but also has a team on standby 24 hours a day. So check out Google, find out a bit more about National Coast Watch, because it does seem quite interesting.
I'm just going to go round with a big cat.
So we've just found an old chapel. This is the ancient chapel of St Nicholas. It stood upon this site from the time immemorial, partially destroyed by order of the War Office in 1904, was rebuilt and restored to its former condition. So it's a little chapel. Whether it's used, probably only on very few occasions. Wow, what a view. You probably can't hear me very well just because of the wind, but what a spectacular view. We do have some fantastic, beautiful coastline in this country, and I urge you all, get out there and explore it, which I'm sure most of you do. And from up here I can give you a bit of an overview of St Ives. So as we pan round to the right, there's one beach just to the other side, the harbour over there, and then a smaller beach down here. Well, I hope you can hear me. The wind is taking my breath away. It is very bracing. Beautiful place to be. Just some more of the little lanes and that sort of thing. Little cottages. Again, it'd be great to sort of jump back 200 years and see what this was like around here. Seeing all the people, the fishermen, what the houses were like and everything else. It's difficult to try and imagine to a certain degree, but if I had a time machine, I think that's certainly what I'd like to do, is places like this, jump back to when they're in the heyday, meet a few of the people, chat to a few of the people and see what it was like. And then we head just down here, which is going to take us back through to St Ives harbour area. When you look at the boats out there at the moment, there aren't really any fishing boats as such. They're all sort of pleasure craft and hire craft. I mean, there's probably, well, there's a few over that direction. There's a few small fishing boats over there, so fishing probably still is part of the industry here. Probably do fishing trips as well, charter hires, that sort of thing. So we're going to wander around a little bit more of St Ives, maybe try and grab a coffee or something before we go, or maybe grab a coffee on the way back. But we're going to head back and we'll catch up with you in a bit. So we're kind of just walking back towards the sort of town area now, where away from the harbour area, more to the sort of shops, and again we've still got lots of these quaint little streets.
We've got bracelets.
This is one of the main shopping areas and things. And again, more of these quaint little streets. Again, some more of these very quaint streets, mix of bakers, sweet shops, gift shops, all those sorts of things. And some of the high street shops as well, like jewels, etc. I've spotted this little courtyard up here. We'll take a quick wander up to see what it's like. most of the shops seem to be closed, apart from rocks and stuff.
Another tea room that's closed.
So again, more streets, more things up this way. Pretty much pedestrianised, I believe, although there may be vehicles come down here, but invariably I think that's probably just for deliveries and that sort of thing. There's a jewels and children's men's shop. I'm sure we'll end up having a look in here.
In the world on my back, I'd climb a mountain.
Because if we're going out, we're not having dinner till late tomorrow night. Well, if we are.
So we're kind of down to the bottom piece. Ah, there's through to the harbour that way. So cafe and that sort of thing this way, just be careful. So we've nearly come to our end. So we've nearly come to the end of our visit to St Ives. We've had a great day. Certainly if you're in this neck of the woods, I would suggest it's worth coming to visit, even if you get the chance to stay around this sort of area.
We've got to do anyway. So we go out, we go out. So
you can't get Monster at Arrow anymore. Mine is bingo. Yours is Benji.
So because it's such a steep walk, we decided to take the bus back up to the car park. So we're going to get on the bus now and get off at the top end. Well, that turned out to be a pretty good afternoon. We took a trip over to St Ives because the weather was so rubbish in Lou. Weather turned out to be great, and we've had a nice afternoon wandering around, had some nice lunch and that sort of thing. So we've and Darcy May's had a glitter tattoo. They seem to be all the rage over here in a minute, or certainly down on the coastal towns. So yeah, we've had a great afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed watching what we've been getting up to in St Ives. Please give us a thumbs up. And please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and if you hit the notification bell, that will let you know when we release more vlogs. So thank you very much, you take care, and we'll see you on the next one.